Hi there, my name is Nathan Neal from nathanneal.com, and in this tutorial video we're going to deploy an Ubuntu server using DigitalOcean. Now the reason I like DigitalOcean for deploying virtual private servers is because of the pricing. If you're learning how to set up a server, it starts at $5 a month and they give you a terabyte transfer, 512 megabytes memory, and 20 gigs of solid state storage. So I mean, it's not that expensive. And it's really nice. And if you break it down to do hourly, to make staging systems, it's not even a full penny per hour to run these systems, which I really like. So to get started, you first have to sign up. Now I've already created my account. So once you've created your account and verified your email, it's going to bring you out to this screen where you can create a droplet. Now a droplet is their term for a virtual private server. And it's very simple to create and install a server instance with DigitalOcean. And that's another thing that I really like about them is their user experience is very streamlined in comparison to some of the other VPS providers. So let's create our droplet. We click that button. And now we select the distribution we want, which they have it defaulted to 14.04 for Ubuntu. But I want the newest version. I want 16.04. Okay, so I've changed that. Next, I'm going to lower the size down to the $5 a month tier. I don't need anything more than that. And you can skip the block storage. We won't need that. And select a data center region nearest you. They've already pre-selected one based on my location. Now, these other features you don't really need. If you're going to test and play around with this, or if you're going to use it as a web server, you might want backups, so it does add a little bit of cost. But I mostly use these for experimentation and staging sites. So I also skipped the add your SSH keys, and we're just going to make this simple. We're going to create one droplet, and I'm going to use the default host name that they give me. So now that we have all of that figured out, we hit the create button, and it creates the virtual private server in under 60 seconds. I think it's under 55 seconds is their major claim to fame. So it doesn't take very long at all for them to create these disks. And that's the other thing I like about it. If you were to set up this manually, it could take you, maybe an hour to set up a server, and then you have to configure all of the connection settings and firewall. They handle all of that. Okay, and look, our server's set up. So it's that easy. So they're going to send you an email with your password for security reasons. So you might want to check your junk mail in case you don't see it coming into your inbox. Mine just came into my inbox, so I'm going to open it here. And so I can I'll drag this over. But basically, what they give me in the email is this information. Okay, so it gives me my droplet name, my IP address, the username, and the password. Okay, and for security reasons, they require you to change the password when you log in. Now, a tool I use to connect to my droplet is called PuTTY, and if you don't have it, you can easily download it by going to putty.org, and then you just want to click on download PuTTY. You click there, and what you want is probably putty.exe, which is right here. So I'll zoom in if you can't see that. And again, that's on putty.org. Will bring you out to here. But it's a real simple to use client to connect to our server. So I'm going to open PuTTY. I'm also going to open my notepad again here, so that way I have the settings. And we can connect to our server very easily. I'm just going to copy and paste the IP, and then I'm going to hit open. Now this is that SSH key they were talking about, so it automatically gives me my fingerprint, and I can hit yes to trust that connection. And now it wants me to log in. So I'm going to put in my user ID, which is root. And then I'm going to just kind of copy and paste this password in there rather than type it. Then I'm going to hit enter. And now it wants me to set my new password. Okay. Whoop, I wonder why it kicked me out. Oh, I know why. I entered the new password instead of the current password. Let's do it one more time. That's important to note. With Linux, you got to take your time and you can't rush through some of this stuff. Let's see. Okay, so here it wants the current Unix password. So I'm going to enter in the current password, which is this one that they sent me. And then I'm going to put in my new one. Alright, so now I'm logged in and I have my new password set up. So if you try to log into my server with this password, it's not going to work for you. And I probably won't let this server up that long anyhow. But anyhow, the first thing you ought to do whenever you install Ubuntu on any of these virtual private servers is you need to install the updates. So you can do that by typing apt-get and update actually. So apt-get update, and it's going to go through and update all the repositories. Doesn't take too long, so we have that nice connection from DigitalOcean. And then afterwards we can upgrade the packages by using apt-get upgrade. It's going to want to know if I want to continue and use this memory. Sure. So just hit Y and enter. And now it's updating all the packages. So security is a big thing, and even though this is the newest version of Ubuntu, you want to make sure that you have all the latest packages, and they release packages all the time. So to run the update and upgrade function every now and then is a good practice to get into. Now, as this is updating, actually, okay, so we're going to keep the current version of Grub. Grub is what allows the system to boot. And the reason I say we're going to keep the local version installed is because it's probably part of DigitalOcean's configuration. So we'll leave that there. I'm actually glad that popped up so we could see that. Alright, so now that's finished. Another popular Linux command to make everything neat is clear, and it clears out our session. So, of course, this wouldn't be a Nathan Neal tutorial if I didn't plug some sort of a product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to go to Amazon.com, and I want you to type in Ubuntu 16.04 LTS Quick Start and buy my new book that has just been released on getting started with Ubuntu. And this takes you through installing web servers and other popular packages into the Ubuntu operating system. We cover more than just DigitalOcean. We also talk about using Oracle's VirtualBox to set up a server, along with Linode and a few other alternatives as well. So I encourage you to check out that book. And in my next video, I'm going to quickly show you how to install LAMP, which is Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, again, be sure to comment in the comment section below. And if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.